Hi guys, it's me, Pete Smith. Thanks for joining me today on this Talks on Walks. Today I'm going to talk about the Boy Scouts.
CQS Self-Express.
Hi guys, it's me, Pete Smith. Hey, if you like what I'm saying here today, do me a favor and subscribe to this channel, or give it a thumbs down or a thumbs up, and also maybe share it with a friend, somebody you think might be interested. So today's topic is the Boy Scouts. I happen to be hiking, as I usually do, and I came across the Boy Scout camp up here in Alamuchi. And as I was walking up the street, where I probably shouldn't have been, I noticed the Boy Scout law signs. Now, I was a scout when I was a kid. I was a Cub Scout. And I made it to Webelos, which is in between Cub Scout and Boy Scout. But I never got into the Boy Scouts. But I remembered the Boy Scout law like that. You know, I'll say it for you now. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Okay, say it with me now, guys. I know you remember it, a lot of you. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. So today I thought, what a beautiful thing. What great, I don't know, slogans, morals, teachings, way of life, inspirational, really, truly, to aspire to have those qualities. And it really kind of broke my heart because, you know, you hear so much negativity about scouting, perhaps rightfully so. There have been a lot of cases of abuse and, you know, some cases of discrimination and just a lot of turmoil lately. You know, I think the National Boy Scouts chapter went bankrupt recently. But the locals are still surviving. And I think it's a good organization. At least these principles that they strove to instill into young people, young men at the time, were just really valuable. And I think today, really applicable. I think we should still be striving to live these principles, the Scout law. So I'm just going to look at it one by one real quick, each one of the Scout laws, and show you a little picture of the signs that I saw as I was walking, and tell you what that means to me today and what it meant to me back then when I was a scout, when I had to memorize that. And just what a good thing it is, I believe. So, let's get on with it. A scout is trustworthy, number one. What does that mean? Well, for me, trustworthy means that you are worthy of another person's trust. That they can feel safe with their belongings with you. They don't have to worry that you're going to rob them. And they can also feel safe with their feelings and their thoughts if they share those things with you, that you're not going to go blabbing them or deface them in some way. So that's trustworthy. I think that's a great thing to be, worthy of another's trust. Moving on to number two, trustworthy, loyal. Scout is loyal. What does that mean? Well, for me, it's always meant that you would stand by somebody through thick and thin. No matter what they did, you would still be there by their side. You know, like dogs. Dogs are a man's best friend. And a dog will stay with you no matter what. He's loyal to you. is friendship. He'll fight for you. He'll defend you. He'll stay on your side, by your side, and stand with you. So that's loyal. Scout is trustworthy, loyal. Number 3, helpful. Helpful, well, I remember as a kid just thinking, if there's an old lady trying to cross the street, helpful would be to go and help her. Help her across the street. See somebody struggling with a package or packages, help them carry their packages. Be helpful. What else? Helpful. How else can we be helpful? Helpful just means like assisting another human being, or assisting a group, or life in general, assisting life, nature, assisting, but being helpful. Okay. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly. Scout is friendly. What does that mean? Well, it means if someone saw you on the street and they didn't know you, they wouldn't be afraid to approach you. They wouldn't think, whoa, stay away from this guy. They would think, looks like a friendly person. Maybe they have a smile, you have a smile on your face, or at least don't have a mean, angry look on your face, because you're friendly. So you have this aura about you that you're approachable, that you're not intent on hurting somebody. You're friendly. Your words are friendly. They're gentle. They're inviting. They have a certain amount of neutrality. A friendly person wouldn't right off the bat start arguing with you or antagonizing you. They would be cooperative, willing to give some space or a benefit of the doubt to you without knowing you. I think that's friendliness. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous. Scout is courteous. That's number 5. Hey, Pete Smith 5, that's my channel. YouTube, Pete Smith 5. Courteous. Courteous is like step aside and let the other person come through. That's courtesy. Allow the other person to go first. Defer to the other person instead of trying to be first in front of the line. Be courteous. Allow somebody else to have the last piece of cake. Hold the door open for somebody. It's courtesy. It's allowing somebody to say something without stopping them from sharing their viewpoint. You're courteous. You don't talk back to them argumentatively. You just courteously listen, allow them to have their viewpoint. It's another form of, in a way, friendliness, but it's a giving of space and opportunity to the other person. Okay, helpful, friendly. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind. Number 6, kind. Scout is kind. What does that mean? Well, kindness is what we give to other people. It's being gentle. It's being helpful. I think it's more of a proactive. Helpful is if somebody needs help, we're helpful, but kindness is something that we can show or have or do without even being asked, without even being needed in any way. It's just a way of being that considers life, considers somebody's physical well-being, considers somebody else's emotional well-being, and gives these feelings and actions to another person that say, kind of like love, kind of like I love you. Like, I'm getting a little emotional here. Like a little pat on the back, maybe. It's kindness, little encouragement. It's kindness. Such a wuss. So kindness, yeah, it's really sorely needed in the world today. But it's a giving of an action or a thought or a word of encouragement and gentleness, and a way of saying I love you or I feel for you, showing an empathy with someone else and what they're going through. I think be kind to someone. Think of the other person, basically, I think. Think of the other person. Yeah, maybe it is like empathy. Think of how they're feeling. Think of what they're going through. And then choose your action accordingly, based on that. When someone is going through a difficult time. Okay. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind. 6. Obedient. Number 7. Obedient. What does it mean to be obedient? Mom, I won't stay out past 3 a.m. Hey guys, by no means, I learned these and memorized them, but by no means did I put them all into action in my youth or in my adulthood, for that matter, even today. But they're good to strive for. They're good ideals to try and reach. I really think the world needs these. So let's all become scouts. Hey, what do you say? Where was I? Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly. Obedient. Yeah, like obey. And I don't mean obey in the sense, obey Google, obey my hypnosis. No, I mean obey in the sense that your parents, your teachers, the guidance that you get from others when we're younger. As a scout, we had to be willing to obey that guidance, or the rules, basically. Obey is really about the rules. And rules are generally created for the good of the whole. So by obeying and being obedient, we're helping the whole in a way, and we're helping ourselves too, because rules are not just random. They're either looking out for the whole, or they could be looking out for us as individuals. So, like today, if I'm driving on the road and the speed limit is 55, which it sometimes can be in New Jersey, obey. Obedient. And this is a good thing. I don't always do it, but it is something good to strive for. Society is right now very chaotic. There's a lot of chaos going on, and maybe we need a little obedience, to something other than our own idea of what's right and wrong. Because there are laws and there are rules, and while not all of them are absolutely correct and right for each one of us, on a whole, to society to function, we need to obey the laws and the rules. And if we don't like them or think they're unfair, we need to follow the directions on how to change them. So, there are ways that have been set up, so if a rule is unfair or a law is unfair, we can strive to change it. But until then, we should be obedient. Okay. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient. How many is that? 7. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful. Number 8. Cheerful. Cheerful. Come on. Come on. So cheerful. What does that mean? It just means look at the glass half full. You know, be a little bit happy. You're alive. You know, you got another day. You're breathing. Things seem to be working okay. Be cheerful. I mean, you don't have to be, but if you want to be a downer, and depressed and angry, mad at the world, you can. But Scout's law says be cheerful. And I think that's a good thing. I think the world's a better place when we're cheerful. I really do. I think we feel better. Our neighbors feel better. Others feel better. Nature feels better. The world in general feels better when we are cheerful. It's different from having to be happy. It's just like, okay, so things are bad, but let's do something to change it. But let's do it with a cheerful, maybe a little sense of humor, just a little smidgen of humor in there. Lightheartedness. Okay. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful. Number 9, thrifty. That's a good one. A scout is thrifty. What does that mean, guys? Well, it means you don't go blowing all your money on payday on useless stuff. It means you look for a good bargain. It means that you value something. You value money, or you value a resource. So you don't just go wasting it. You don't just go, spending on things that you don't need. You know, if you have clothes, wear them. You're thrifty. You wear your clothes, the clothes you have. You don't need to go buy new clothes just to have new clothes if you're not even wearing the old clothes. And it doesn't mean being cheap, because thrifty is not necessarily buying the cheapest item, say clothes. If you're going to buy one pair of pants but use them all the time, and they're going to last a long time, but they're more expensive than the cheap ones, well, actually that's being thrifty, right? You're valuing not only your money and the price that you're paying, but you're valuing the item because you're going to use it and it's going to last. So in a sense, that's being thrifty. Okay? And you're saving for a rainy day too, maybe. Like you're aware that what I spend today, I don't have tomorrow. So let me save a little bit for tomorrow in case things go sour. I think that's a good thing. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave. Number 10, brave. Brave. What does brave mean? Well, I think of brave, standing up and facing the danger. But yeah, I guess it's kind of facing the danger when necessary. I would say bravery is facing the fear in a way. You have fear, but it's like courage, bravery. You're standing up and you're not running away. even though you're afraid, or you could be afraid. So you're being brave. Other people, you're worried about other people, and rather than, your own, in a way, your own safety. I don't want to say you sacrifice your safety, but you're worried about other people's feelings and other people's health and their well-being, and maybe yours as well. But you're not running away from it. Whatever, if you're facing a danger, if they're facing a danger, if you're facing a danger, you're facing it. So you're brave. You're staying brave. You're bravely facing the danger. I think brave. It's a good one, brave. Are you brave? Be brave. Okay, we're up to number 11. Brave. Clean. It's 11. Scout is clean. What does that mean? Well, it means, yes, clean, like, you take a bath and you keep yourself clean, you keep your body clean, you brush your teeth, you take care of your hair and your personal hygiene. It's important. And also, your clothes are clean. You're taking good care of the things you own, your clothes. Your house is clean. You're taking care of your house, your floors and your countertops, and you don't have a whole bunch of clutter all over the place in your house. It's clean. You keep things clean. You're a clean person. And inside you're clean. You don't have a whole bunch of junk, and you keep your thoughts clean and your mind and your your actions. You're clean. You're clean. Like, hey, I'm clean. It's like, clean in all aspects of life. And last and final, reverent. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Whoa, that's a big one. What does reverent mean? Reverent. Well, right off the bat, of course, we think religious reverency, and it can mean that, sure. It can mean that you pray. It can mean that you meditate. It can mean that you have some sort of connection, that you strive for a connection on some spiritual level, a reverence of something, whatever that is, a higher power. I believe it's probably leans towards and guys, this is just my opinion on all this stuff. I'm just telling you, this talks on walks. I just talk about what I'm thinking. So this is not what the Boy Scouts said about this, I don't think. Or I may have read it when I was a kid, like all the definitions of this, and I may be giving that back to you right now. I don't know. I didn't go looking it up. But reverence can mean, it means a solemn, straightforward, sober concern and honoring of something. Honor something. And I believe it's something other than ourself. A reverence. It could be this nature, guys. It could be a reverence for nature. That you honor the beauty of nature. You honor life. You have a reverence towards these things. And perhaps that reverence includes some sort of practice of prayer, of meditation, of giving thanks and gratitude towards that higher concept, that higher being, that higher universe. And it's quiet, and it's contemplative, and that's a reverence. It's an inner sort of soul searching, a reverence. Yeah, that's the best I could do for you guys. For reverent, clean and reverent. So that's the Scout laws. I hope you enjoyed this video. I asked the Boy Scouts of America to forgive me for walking up the road here and looking at their signs. I do want to thank the Boy Scouts of America for what they've done. Just an incredible organization. Yeah, there were some bad things, but I believe that's people, you know. The organization, I believe, was founded on good, strong principles and very, very helpful to a lot of people. I grew up without a father, basically, when I was a little kid. I mean, my mom married my stepdad when I was, I think, 10 or 11, but from like 2 years old on, I didn't, and you know, so I didn't have that connection to a father. And Scouts, Cub Scouts provided that to me. I needed a man, you know, I needed a man in my life. I needed a father figure. My brothers were roughly the same age as me, 7 of us. We're all about, you know, a year apart, so you really can't rely on them to teach you the good stuff, you know, like how to be a good, strong man. My mom, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful woman, and hey, I mean, taught me the world, but you know, it's different. It's different to have a man's influence and a woman's, you know, your mom's and your dad's, or a man's. And so Scouting did provide me with that, to be with other kids, other boys, and learn, you know, how to grow up and what to aspire to as far as these laws. Maybe next video I might do the Scout Oath. If you guys remember that. I don't quite remember. Something like, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty. Remember? Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I just want to say, well, God bless those that were hurt by Scouting, and I hope they get through it and can grow past it, and that they're leading successful lives and they can get past whatever hurt that Scouting, being in Scouting, and some of the Scout leaders may have caused or been a party to. And at the same time, I want to say God bless the Boy Scouts of America. This is Pete Smith saying so long, everyone.